What's up, you guys? Bully and Blake here back again with another video. And this one is going to be it's going to be more recovery based. So I've got about 5 years clean now. And man, I tell you what, when it gets to that 1 year mark, that's the toughest. Probably 1.5 years, somewhere in there. Of course, just getting to that is an achievement in itself, but I got a dear close friend of mine here recently. He's probably got a little over a year sober, and he went back out and started using again. And the dude started out using gas station kratom, which I'm sure you've all heard of. I don't have to acknowledge anybody on this, and this is all just in theory here, this talk. But unfortunately, the kratom, is no good in itself. So I told him, I said, man, whatever you're doing, you need to go see a doctor and see if a doctor can help you. So the guy goes to a doctor, and ends up getting on something for, opioid recovery. Well, he's doing well. And all of a sudden I quit hearing from him. I'm like, dang, I wonder what happened, bro. It was like a week. He just kind of went ghost. And as somebody I usually talk with fairly regular, I'm usually hearing from this guy every 2 or 3 days. So, I don't know. Finally, he calls me. I'm like, man, how you been, dude? And he tells me he slipped up. I said, I knew it, man. I said, I hadn't heard from you. I had the feeling in my gut. And I don't judge, and he knows that. But this is the way I look at it. If you're in recovery and you're walking on the straight and narrow, and you've been down that path so many times, right there, when you choose to relapse on something as strong as fentanyl, methamphetamines, cocaine, crack, any drug that is super strong, you're walking up and hitting a reset button. It's the reset button. You just started back over. You started at day one. Not necessarily, because a relapse can be a lesson. But in this case, the dude I don't know. When you don't have a family and you don't have nothing hanging over your head like a business, But I've watched the dude get a nice truck, nice house, dude's achieved glory. Built one of the best physiques I've seen, somebody build in a year. Which I was like, dang, bro, a lot of people don't have the genetics to do that, including myself. I put on a little bit of tissue. Yeah, I worked hard for what I got, but, some people are just more blessed than others, which I am 6'1", so it takes a little bit more to pack mass on the frame, but that's besides the point. When you walk out and you relapse after you got about a year clean, you're basically hitting a reset button. Because most likely you're either going to go until you die, you're in jail, or you're in prison. Or you're going to learn real quick, this ain't the path, I made a mistake, and it's time to get right. That's the 4 things. And I'll tell you, the 4th one, realizing you made a mistake and it's time to turn around, is one of the hardest things that you'll ever do in your life. But I've seen people do it. With that being said, wherever you're at, even if you're not in recovery, if recovery's affected your family, I feel for you. But regardless, wherever you're at in life, just strive to be a better version of yourself. My grandpa always told me, son, aim to find people that are better than you and bring yourself up to that level. I didn't ever truly followed that code until after he passed. When my grandpa passed away, I said, I truly, it's like it clicked. Everything he ever told me clicked all at once. And I just wanted to honor him and his legacy. And I feel like I've done that for the most part. He'd probably say I'm crazy for buying gold and silver, but it is what it is. He said I was crazy for lifting heavy weights too. And that's what's kept me clean all this time. So, yeah, man, if you're in addiction and recovery and you see that big tempting red button that says reset, it may come in the version of a beautiful woman that says, hey, come on, just this one time. Might be old buddy you ain't seen in years. Hey, come on, just this one time. Let's just go get high just for tonight. Maybe it's a holiday coming up. Hey, I'm going to just do it this one time. Maybe it's somebody pissed you off. Hey, I'm about to get high and just forget about this. That's not the way to go about it. There's better ways than that. You got to find something you love, put your all into it. Dude was in the gym going hard, and I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, he just walked up, smacked that big old red reset. Hopefully, option 4 will be the one that plays out. You realize you made a mistake, you pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and you keep going and learn from your mistake. With that being said, this isn't a bullying video. It's just something I felt that I needed to say. I hope y'all have a good night, man. Bully and Blake out. Y'all stay G.